But let's get straight to it, Cara. And fresh from his bitter disappointment and defeat in the 1500 final, let's see what the defending champ Jakob Ingebrigtsen of Norway can do.
Well, it's deja vu a little bit, Lee. We saw this last year. He was so disappointed to lose that 1500-meter world title and then came back and just dominated the 5000-meter final. Will he have it in him again? He's really focused on the 1500 meters this year. He hasn't run a 5000. The prelims were his first 5000 of the year. So we will see what happens.
I tell you what I've noticed. Look at his eyes. They're a little glassy. And he has told us all that he's not feeling 100%. He knew within the first 500 or 600 meters, he said, of that 1500 final, that there was no gas in the tank.
Yeah.
So he did quite remarkable to still medal.
Absolutely. Be second in the world.
All right, let's go to the challengers, the contenders. This is Berehuu Aragawi of Ethiopia.
Aragawi has the fastest time in the world this year. He's been running consistently well on the Diamond League. He finished out of the medals in the 10,000 in 4th place. That's his second 4th place at a global championship. You have to think he wants to time this perfectly right and finally get himself on a podium.
Are there Americans in this race? You betcha there are, like the veteran, Paul Chelimo.
Paul Chelimo is a 2-time Olympic medalist in this event, a silver medalist in the World Championships in 2017. He missed the team last year. We thought maybe he was on his way out, but he has fought his way back. He's back in this final, and it's a little bit of a different Paul Chelimo. He's talking about mentorship, the next generation. It's really cool to see.
He was very relaxed after the qualifiers. He's like, look, I had to keep an eye on my man Abdi Nur here, my teammate. I was just doing what I needed to do. All that kind of wording, you know, that kind of a theme. So we'll see what kind of a race Paul has, and then we're going to, of course, focus on Abdi Nur.
Nur looks really good to me in this. He is in a really good place. He's not focused on the outcome. He's focused on the process, what he can control. He enjoys the heat. He felt so smooth through the rounds. Looks good for him.
One of 7 finals here tonight on the final evening of these 2023 Track and Field World Championships. Let's go. And it's worth noting, right in the middle of the pack with the familiar blonde hair and green and gold for Australia is Stewie McSweyn, renowned middle distance runner. There he is there. Stewie thought he may have not been in this position, and the reason why is in his heat, he was eliminated because he went down. Sam Parsons of Germany, look in the middle of the pack. Down goes Parsons and brought McSweyn down.
He totally took him out. He couldn't have seen that coming. He got up and finished, so disappointed to have this happen. But he appealed to the referee and he was allowed into the final.
They said, yep, no problem, we understand that. And so here you go, you get a second shot at it. Things are getting interesting as Luis Grijalva of Guatemala in the light blue is pressing for the lead. And here comes the US champ. Abdi Nur is on the outside, and the pace is starting to pick up.
Things are starting to move now. Aragawi has moved to the lead. He's going to try to stretch this out and pull this along. Abdi Nur sees his training partner, Grijalva, running well and decides to go up and move alongside him, and we see Ingebrigtsen move up as well.
Nobody has run faster in the world this year than the 22-year-old Ethiopian who leads, Berehuu Aragawi. We'll see if that continues. His countryman and teammate, Gebrhiwet, goes with him. Then Grijalva. And then watch out for France's Jimmy Gressier, doing a really nice job. And look who's arrived on the scene in blue. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, the defending world champion at this distance. Inside 3 laps from the finish.
Abdi Nur is falling back a little bit now. He really needs to keep himself stapled to that pack if he wants to be there. And just want to point out Mohamed of Canada in the white top and the black bottoms. He really is a brilliant kicker. So if he can stay with this pack, whoa, there's a lot of jostling going on here, Lee.
Krop of Kenya. Jacob Krop of Kenya has come into the picture. So it's Ethiopia, Guatemala, France, Kenya, and Norway in the top 5. And then Djibouti is in the mix. Spain is there with Mohamed Katir. And Paul Chelimo, there's a split in the pack. There's 4 at the back. And Paul Chelimo is in that with Nordas of Norway. This is at the front, though.
And now we see Krop really entering the picture here, Lee. He's a silver medalist from last year, and we didn't really notice him at the beginning of the race, but now with 2 laps to go, he's positioned himself up front so that he's ready for the kick.
Final 800 meters of the men's 5,000 final with a world championship on the line. Norway won its first gold ever at the Worlds in this event a year ago at Eugene at Hayward Field, thanks to the man all in blue right there. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, the spectacular 22-year-old Norwegian who got defeated, unfortunately, for the second year in a row in the 1500. Again, it was a surprise. Is he going to get some revenge and some redemption here, where he is the defending world champ?
Well, no doubt they are all looking at him. That was the fastest lap of the race, 60.8. They're all looking to see, will he do a long drive out or will he try to swing with 200 to go? But to me, it looks like he's looking for a little bit of an opening, wants to make sure he has room so he can strike. But Lee, look at Grijalva. He is not afraid to mix it up tonight.
Here we go. They're coming to the bell. 1 lap to go in the men's 5,000 final, and arriving on the scene is Spain's Mohamed Katir, all in red. He's fighting with the Ethiopians and the defending world champ. Think about this. Ethiopia missed the podium last year in Eugene after winning a medal at least one of the 6. Spain has never won a world medal in the men's 5,000. Mohamed Katir leads the way. Bib number 1, position number 1.
Katir is kicking so hard, but has he gone too soon? And now we see Jakob Ingebrigtsen responding.
And Yomif Kajalcha is coming around the outside. Kropp's trying to rally. Is this the payback and the redemption moment for Jakob Ingebrigtsen? He was denied in the 1500. Is he going to say no way? Or has Mohamed Katir got enough? Ingebrigtsen, Katir, Ingebrigtsen's going to defend his world title. He gets that redemption. Back-to-back world championships for Jakob Ingebrigtsen.
What a run out of him, Lee. And not only did he win, but he did it in a kick. And that's been the question mark surrounding him. That's how he lost that 1500. And that was the chatter. Ingebrigtsen can't kick when it matters. He just showed he can.
Well, if he's still not feeling well, that was miraculous.
Absolutely.
Well done, Mohamed Katir of Spain.
Mohamed Katir absolutely made his fate by taking that and risking going to the front.
Check this out. The closing meters.
This was incredible. Mohamed Katir looked like maybe he had done it, but Jakob Ingebrigtsen just dug so deep, probably thinking about that 1500. He was not going to be denied again. Shows everyone I can kick when it matters and defends his world title.
You know earlier how Sonia and Addo were saying so unpredictable. These world championships have been spectacular. Ethiopia shut out from the podium with the world's best time in Aragawi, but none of the Ethiopian men got a medal. But Ingebrigtsen sure did. It's gold again.
Well, Jakob, can you explain to us how you went from the disappointment at the 1500 to come back and win this 5,000?
Of course, it's a huge relief. I felt horrible in my warm-up, and you know, my body's just been trying to getting back from the virus instead of maybe recovering from the races itself. So it's been not a very good situation to be in, unfortunately, but at the same time I want to do my best, and I mean, I had to try. So of course I'm very happy with tonight.
What virus do you have, and whatever it is, how in the world did you summon a 52.5 in the last 400 meters to be able to kick and win this gold?
I had to be very patient, but as I said, I really didn't know what to expect going into this race. Of course, I had a big feeling of a relief when I got to the finish line, and I knew that I needed to do an absolutely perfect race to be able to win. So I really had to be patient and do my final kick almost on the finish line. So it worked out, but of course it's a little bit bittersweet. A great victory, a great achievement, but I'm not happy to be in this situation. I hope to never experience this in the future.
Incredible finish. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.